member of staff. I think he's selling our market more than we can. I don't get it. I just asked a question, and before you know, I'm hearing things. Are we paying Marcus? Is he on payroll?
I was even surprised myself.
Okay, I'm just checking because just to be certain.
I'm addicted to Nigerian info.
Okay.
Especially Nigerian info. And then when I want to laugh, I tune to Wazobia FM, and then you begin to hear the likes of Sisi Boma and all
it's
the
okay,
things
Marco.
that they do.
It's okay. Let's not overdo this thing. It's it's what we do. Thank you, Marcus.
It is what it is.
It is what it
and
is.
then Carl with his wonderful voice as well.
Oh,
I just wish I can steal his voice when he reads the news.
Okay.
You guys should restrict Carl to editing, just news editing and writing. They shouldn't bother broadcasting because he intimidates a lot of us.
Okay, I will tell him. He doesn't edit though. He's programs manager. But yes, I will make sure I let him know. On his part, the president of the Benin Republic Broadcasting Regulatory Agency, Remy Prosper Moretti, said his team was in Nigeria for experience sharing, as well as to learn ways to strengthen broadcasting in the country.
C'est pour cela que nous avons fait cette visite.
We came to visit their studios just to see how you function, to value your condition of working, and to exchange with you, and to learn from you, and to also talk about us to you, also talk about us. We are here to represent the Benin Republic, to guarantee the press freedom. And we saw that NBC is not just a small regulation authority. That's why we congratulate the authorities that helped the exchange. Because when you are neighbors, it's good that you exchange from each other, that you learn from each other, so that we're able to bring cooperation between the two countries.
No vessel. The interpreter can't talk past.
No, I think it was edited. So because the French version wouldn't make so much sense, most of your listeners are English speakers.
No. It of course we had to play the English version, but I just like that the man said and then the lady just took it from
said
there.
something so and the lady spoke in tongue and the lady had a spirit of interpretation.
I mean, she should be calming down, but it's all good.
No, it was done because Sam, go on. Let's go on.
It's all good. We're breaking 4 minutes, and I must ask Marcus about this particular story. Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen has deleted Napoli-related posts on his Instagram page. This is coming after a contentious mockery video was posted by Napoli's verified TikTok handle. That happened this week as well. Osimhen's agent Roberto Calenda issued a statement on Tuesday night about the incident. He wrote on X, formerly Twitter, "What happened today on Napoli's official profile on TikTok platform is not acceptable. A video mocking Victor was first made public then, but now belatedly deleted. A serious fact that causes very serious damage to the player and adds to the treatment that the boy is suffering in the last period between media trials and fake news." I'm sure you followed the story, or the story followed you. Mm-hmm. What do you? I can't understand or explain what Napoli was thinking. I really don't get it. But what do you make of it?
There's a scripture that comes to mind, and that scripture is simple. The same people who shouted Hosanna in the highest when Jesus was entering Jerusalem. The same people in the same Jerusalem shouted, "Crucify him." So a few months down the line, we're hearing, "Oh, Osimhen, Victor Osimhen," when he finally delivered the goals that delivered the victory. And then a few months down the line, we are here talking about the same guy being ridiculed and all of that. I think it's a joke taken too far. Napoli need to do whatever they can, because I think I can imagine what he's going through mentally, and he needs the right frame of mind to continue to, perform optimally in the club. So an apology should be given without delay. I don't know if that has been done, but it has to be done swiftly. And then whatever they need to do to him psychologically to bring him to his right frame of mind, because this is the same guy who rejected a huge offer to move over to Asia. It was going to be one of the biggest transfer in history if he had agreed to move to, was it China or so, one of the countries in either China or Saudi. He turned it down to stay back in Napoli. And this is what he gets because somebody decided to be careless with his key parts. So it's quite unfortunate. I wish they can quickly just rectify it and then appeal to Victor to move on.
They put out a statement, but a lot of people have said that does not qualify as an apology.
The damage has already been done.
It has.
An apology is an apology. So whatever the intentions are, they should just take it and move on.
When our sports guys, analyze this, it was a hot topic this week. A lot of people were blaming Osimhen for not leaving when the invasion.
Because of the Nigerian factor now, because you saw a lot of money, you didn't leave, and you were staying for glory. No, now the glory is turning to
it's not glory. That you have won a league title already. You've won them the trophy, so you have performed at the peak not
I
just your
followed
powers,
that
but
transfer
you have.
story. For me, I would have preferred that Victor took that money.
All right. After the break, we'll talk some more. Stay with us. 2.3 Nigeria Info, taking the biggest stories making headlines through the week. Marcus Ijioma, communications consultant and public affairs analyst, is still right here with me. Hello, Marcus.
Hi, Sam. Thank you, Potako, for listening.
Yes, indeed. Thank you for talking. We've talked about World Heart Day, which was this week, and we have spoken about Victor Osimhen's ordeal. Also about the NBC, our regulators commending the AIM group. Now moving over to more serious things. This week, many of us saw a video of what seemed like a gang member, the dreaded gang, I'm not really sure what they're called, making some statements. The police are interrogating one of the gang members involved in the killing of Divisional Police Officer DPO SP Bako Angbashim in Ahoda, east of River State. In a video on social media, the suspect, whose name was not mentioned, had confessed to killing the DPO SP Bako. In the video, he had his two hands tied behind his back with a tire placed on him. The suspect is the latest to be arrested over the gruesome killing of SP Bako on the 8th of September in Odumude Forest, following an ambush by the gang led by David Okbara, also known as Tubaba. Spokesperson of the River State Police Command, SP Grace Iringekoko, in a statement said operatives of the command received information that the suspect was about to be lynched by an angry mob in Edoaha community, Ahoda, but was rescued by the police. Iringekoko said the suspect has now been taken to the State Criminal Investigation and Intelligence Department for further investigating. Earlier, the gang member confessed that SP Angbashim was killed by his group led by Tubaba, but denied knowledge of the whereabouts of the body of the late DPO of Ahoda East. Let's take a listen to that before Marcus responds, and then I react.
I'm not lying for you, sir. When they keep DPO, not among, I'm across of water. When they carry DPO come, sir, I will not lie for you. I be one kind of person. So be like, when they carry and come, I know if you see and say, I know if you see and I hide. Cross where they carry and come. That across you go there. If now where they bury am, now the thing with me, I no go feel like to you, sir. That place where they carry and come, I feel escort you go there. I know there. Swear to Almighty God.
But in another viral video, another suspect confessed to knowing where the late DPO Bako was buried.
Buried in the Odumude community.
Where?
Odumude community.
Who buried them? Who buried them?
Who cut his head?
You were there?
You know the place?
My friend told me there because he used to go out to cut banga. And that
What's the name of that your friend?
I'm the guy.
I have a lot of thoughts about this, which I obviously will keep to myself. But Marcus,
I don't feel like for you. That's one word that kept repeating itself.
yeah,
In that horrible confession. Once again, my condolences to the family of the late DPO and the entire Nigerian police force for losing such a gallant officer who has a track record of solving crime and criminalities in and around River State. Having said that, I also want to commend the police for being able to arrest some of the suspects, even though the prime suspect is still at large. However, Sam, this points to one thing that Nigerians always complain about. Most Nigerians will tell you, if the police want to work, they will work.
yeah.
If they want to work, they will work. So, are we having this kind of swift response because it's a senior police officer and a DPO? There are many unsolved kidnap cases, brutal murder, and all kinds of crime going on in River State. That if you are not an important person, it might never get the police attention or get properly investigated. So I want to appeal to the police to extend this professionality, this prompt and swift response, because one thing that helps to reduce crime is the fact that the criminal knows he will be caught. So when you know that when you commit this crime, you will be caught, it automatically discourages you. But nothing encourages crime and criminalities like people knowing that they will commit an offense and get away with it. So Nigerian police, while we are commending you and appreciating you guys for all of this, I want to charge them to please improve on the security of lives and property of every Nigerian and treat every Nigerian like the late DPO. Some people will not die if those kind of attention were paid to them. Some people will not die if they were called, if the police responded to their call. We understand the shortcomings that they have. And that is why we keep asking the government at all levels to provide logistics for the police. Since the fuel price went up, I have noticed one trend in Port Harcourt. Most police checkpoints now are in front of their stations. You hardly pass in front of any police station that there's no checkpoint in front. But for God's sake, what we expect is a patrol. So that the criminals will know that any moment from now, a van might be passing. But when you go and stay in one location, we can tell that there's one in my tree, there's one in this. I can choose which route to escape through because I know where you are stationed. But if you are patrolling, you don't know where kidnap will be happening, you don't know where the crime, and you might just run into the police. So that surprise element is part of security strategy. So police having checkpoints in front of police stations doesn't solve any problem for us. We already know that that's a police station. No crime is going to happen within that vicinity, or at least not the kind of crime that we see every day. So I want to ask that the local governments, the state government, see how they can, even if it means when we were growing up, there were fuel dump in state commands. I don't know if they were in area commands, but there was fuel dump in state command. So police doesn't need to first and foremost mount a checkpoint and start being tempted to collect bribe and then go and use the money he collected on the road to go and fuel the police vehicle. It shouldn't be. Every police van should be fueling right at the state command, or at least the closest area command to them, so that they can have fuel for patrol and prevent crimes from happening rather than reacting when somebody has been beheaded, like the unfortunate incident we're talking about now.
All right, you get to be a part of the conversation right about now. The numbers to call 0817 923 0002, 0817 923 0003. WhatsApp is 080 903 0641. You can respond to any of the topics. We've talked about the World Heart Day, MBC commending the AIM Group, owners of Wazobia Info, Victor Osimhen and the Napoli saga. And now, of course, police arresting a suspect in the DPO killing. Please turn off your radio as you call. Now, Marcus, while I understand and agree with your position, I'd like to point out that in every part of the world, there's such a thing as a high-profile case. Yeah. Right? It's not just a Nigerian thing. There are people who will be kidnapped or assassinated or whatever, and the police of that state would take it more seriously than if it were someone else.
Of course.
And usually...
Even your radio station. It's not every story you carry. They're high-profile stories.
So the thing with those kinds of cases is that the attention it gets, it's
the media.
Exactly. It's high priority. And in any part of the world, a police officer of that rank being murdered in that manner should get the kind of attention that it has gotten from our police.
Absolutely.
While I'm not saying that the Mr. Okoro on the street does not deserve swift response, from the police, but I think this is how any police force in any part of the world would respond.
One of the functions of the media is status conferrer. So you are Sam today because you're a media personality. So if Sam wasn't a media personality, probably be one regular guy in one of the commercial banks or in another establishment, one oil and gas company, that will probably, when they ask you Sam, you'll start thinking, which Sam is that? So the media, when the media beams its searchlight on any issue, it becomes high profile. So while we are calling on the police to do more, I'm also calling on the media to see how Nigerian Info has done a great deal. You guys stayed on the Ikoku 4 story until the end of it, kept the story in the front burner until justice was done, and many other stories in Nigeria. Every day people run to your station to air one thing or the other, and from there the police PRO and all the relevant authority get into action. So all media stations, include especially Nigerian Info and sister stations, need to help the police in that regard, so give every other case the attention that it needs to become high profile. I know that we can do it. Every life of every Nigerian is very, very important.
All right. This comment reads, "Good morning. Is trekking an exercise?" And this
It is.
This
It is
is
absolutely.
yeah, in response to the World Heart Day, where the doctor says you should prioritize exercising.
When you are trekking, make sure you have a bottle of water. That can help. And don't trek forever. You need to know when you are tired and when you need to stop.
But it's important to differentiate between trekking for workout and trekking for survival. You might actually be trekking
either
to.
way, you're actually exercising.
If I don't have transport to GRA,
It happened to me this week. So
you understand that one is trekking as a means to an end. There's a
see,
destination
either
in mind.
way, if you know, it's just a small thing. If you have this wristband or the wristwatch, the clock, all of that, you know how many steps you should take in a day.
Those monitors.
Yes, that can be done within this. A referee in a football match can go up to 10, 15 kilometers, or even more in one match. So, as much as you can, get up from your seats, do some work. If it means going downstairs, coming back up, just do something. Don't sit in one place all day. So, trekking, I totally agree, is a part of exercise, whether it's commercial trekking, economic trekking, or gym trekking.
All right, 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0003. WhatsApp is 080-903-06-416. Please turn off your radio as you call. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name?
My name is Richard. I'm calling you from All
right, go ahead, Richard.
Please, I want to contribute on this matter. Now, earlier on, they stood on the accused of this government. And now they have arrested 2 suspects. So, what I would like the police to do is to really find out how many are dead and go for the right people. And this got me concerned. They have people already and they are searching for the rest. They show that they are feeling, but they are already. So at least the ones that they have should help them with the investigation. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Well, that is the protocol. That's definitely what's happening. The report I read earlier stated that a suspect had been taken to State Criminal Investigation and Intelligence Department. Well, investigation being a part of that tells you what happens there. So yes, investigation will follow, and this should help with some leads.
Yes, they will assist the police.
Yeah.
They will have to assist the police.
Involuntarily, by the way.
Either way, they have to assist.
That
I like that language when PPROs,
he's assisting.
They are assisting the police, my brother.
He's
when you're assisting the police, oh God.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name?
It's Alalebo, Coco, the Keke Chamo.
Okay.
Please, I want to react to the killing of the Baku, the DPO.
Yeah.
Please, what I want to add to is the police should do their work, not only ending on because the man is a DPO. Like in Ilabuchi, that is this Sunfield here. We are facing the same challenge from the court boys here too. If you are not a member of the court here, that is how they disturb, they worry people. If you load your motor, you want to go out, you see them, they come, they will ask you to pay matching grant. If you don't disagree, they will tell you they will shoot you. They will go to the waterfront. That is how they have been challenging with some of the security men here, like the security, Faga security and the job of vigilante and the police here. And the police here, they are afraid of them.
Yeah, I was going to ask. I was going to ask if you have reported.
They are very much afraid of them. So I am pleading to the police that they should encroach.
Hello.
And also they should also add to this Baku something, because most of these boys, they are court boys, and whenever they committed, they will run to their fellow court people and they will hide them.
Okay, so hello. Let's have a conversation. Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Around here.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing.
Yes, please. Has an official report been made to the police about what you're telling us on radio?
Yeah.
The community has reported to the police.
The community here, they are afraid of reporting to the police. They are afraid because most of the boys here, the threats here, they are afraid of them.
Yeah, you are. Hello, hold on. Let's again, please. I need you to listen as much as you talk. You are a Keke chairman, so you head an association as a body, as a unit. Can something not be done on that level? If one person is afraid, if you go as a union, maybe for Keke or many other unions, which I'm sure exist in the community, nobody has made the report.
We have made several reports. Several reports, and most of us here, we are living in fear here because the waterfront here, the boys here in the summit, around this summit, if you are not their member, you are in problem. It's only if you are their member. If you are not their member, you can't even the police. Some of the police were afraid of reporting to them because you don't know who you report to. If you report to them, they will still go and ask them that they are not magicians to know what is happening here. And they will tell them the person that reported.
Okay.
That has been our fear here.
Okay. So,
all right.
Okay. Mr. Chairman, if you are still listening, there are many platforms you can report to the police anonymously. One of them is a police official Twitter handle. And of late, I've been enjoying the Force PPRO Facebook page. On Facebook, there's a lot of action going on there. And the police is responding on social media a lot, more than ever before. I know how many issues have dropped on that platform. So you don't need to go to a police station to report a matter. You can call control room. And just like some people call the radio station to prefer to be anonymous and drop your report. So please, there's nothing like you don't know who police is going to report to. No, go on their X platform, go on their Facebook platform. You will report. Abuja will hear it and call Port Harcourt.
All right. Yeah, that's one of the main things you can do. Thank you very much, Marcus. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name?
My name is Lawson.
All right, Lawson. Please turn off your radio.
Yeah. Okay, I've done that. Okay. I want to commend the police force on their prompt response to the death of the DPO. I commend them so much, and also ask them to continue with that spread his work together with his men. And at the same time, I want to ask the youth to shift themselves away from crime. Crime does not pay. If going by what I saw on the social media, when the trendy video of the boy that was arrested confessing could be taken as truth, I saw the pain, I saw the fear for life and fear for death in him. So all those characters has left him, or have left all of them pain. So why could we the youth continue to be deceived by the forces of darkness to commit evil? Please, we all our brothers, stop being criminally. Deceit from crime, it does not pay.
All right.
At the end of the day, tears will come out of your eyes and from the eyes of those who love you. I also commend the people in Edoha who have sown their sons and then decided to arrest them before the police came in. That is to show that the people themselves are not in any way protecting criminals. We thank you to Info FM and congratulate you for your word.
All right, thank you very much.
The best you are doing, sir.
Thank you. We hope that you continue to listen. We have comments. We're live on Facebook and Twitter. I find it difficult to call it X. It's a habit I don't want to lose. So you can watch as you listen. Ijioma on Facebook says, "Good morning, sirs. Good morning to you too." And over to WhatsApp, Nigeria Info, off the mic. This came in while we were talking about NBC commending the stations. Hello, Samaraku and Mr. Marcus. About Osimhen and Napoli's apology, I think they purposely avoided apologizing directly, as that would imply admission to defamation, leaving them exposed to possible litigation if Victor's agent decides to pursue the case legally. Shola from Igboeche.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yes, it does. And they have already said that they will very likely go the legal route. So let's see how that plays out. Good morning, Mr. Simon. Your guest NBC commendation on Nigeria Info is not fake at all, because Nigeria Info, Cool FM, and Wazobia have been a part of our development in educating our society. As for the criminals who killed the DPO, let justice system deal decisively with them, because crime and criminality does not pay. Christopher Omorege. I'm curious, would I have read this comment if you had said what's on the other side of the station's trash? Would Samuel Okochendu have read it?
It's called censorship.
Yeah. No. I would have read it. I was actually
okay,
kidding.
that's balance and objective reporting.
Yes, of course I would have read. Are you kidding me? I mean,
I get that part.
Yes, we are open to. We are for everyone and for no one. All right. Good morning, Sam. I agree with the guest for what he said about the Nigeria police. Can you imagine 27 years after 60-year-old Kevin Davis been arrested for the murder of Tupac Shakur? Again, like many other things, I don't want to speak on that because that information has been in the public domain for quite some time. Tupac was not a DPO. He wasn't even in the good books of the U.S. Yet his killers had continuously been chased till apprehension. I hope the Nigeria police does not give up on the chase of the prime suspect in the murder of the DPO like any other person. Aneke Victor, thank you very much for pointing that out. But if you look at the reactions, from a lot of Americans, many are not shocked. Interviews even as old as 10 years ago, where the identity of this Tupac's killer, was almost confirmed, if you may. But this is where we are. All right, we have a break coming up in 2 minutes. I would not dive as deeply into this as I would want to. But, Marcus, what do you make of the impending strike?
Better late than never. The strike is welcome. Very important.
Are you speaking as a citizen, as a member of the labor union?
As a common Nigerian who sympathizes with the workers of this country.
Okay.
I am totally in support of the strike. So it's coming very late, but better late than never. Yesterday I was watching a video of an altercation between the Minister of Works and members of staff of the Ministry of Works. The minister got to the office by 9 o'clock and decided that they should shut the gate. And then they shut the gates, and then the staff were locked outside. And the minister came out, and obviously, I'm sure he knew he had goofed.
He eventually apologized.
Yes, the chairman of the union gave it to him hot. I remember one statement the guy made. He said, "This is not state, this is federal." And where I was watching that video, what came to my mind is this: some governors who have been made minister think they can replicate what they were doing when they were governors of their various states, when they had the civil service and everybody in their pocket, they can use anybody in the state.
Marcus?
No, I'm coming.
We have a break.
I will end with this.
We have a break. You have 6 seconds.
Since subsidy was removed, nobody has mentioned how much they are going to add to workers' salaries.